What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. The new patch just got released like 20 minutes ago, guys. All the changes are in-game. Feel free to check the tavern. It's absolutely amazing. Feels so much better. We got the new champions added to the game, of course. The arena changed. So now we actually have up to tier 5. Gold 5, sorry. So what changed in terms of bonuses, guys? They haven't decreased the gold 4. They haven't increased the platinum, which is awesome because I feel like that would have made a bigger gap. So the only thing they've done is they actually added a 2% on top of gold 4 for gold 5. So it's not a big deal overall. Now, if we're gonna talk about the 10x for this weekend, guys, we all know Valentines is near the corner. So we are definitely expecting something pretty interesting out of it, you know. So we're gonna have a look at the 10x champions, guys. And trust me when I'm telling you that, be prepared. Be prepared because we have quite a few things going on. And I like the way they made it. I gotta say, even though I don't agree with the 10x events, I hate them because I feel like they're not good enough. The chances are super small. I do have to give them the respect to say like this, that they haven't crowded all the champions in a 10x and they split it everything day by day by day. That kind of like keeping your chance a bit better at getting that specific champion, you know. Even though 10x's, guys, are very bad in terms of rates, you gotta get super lucky in order to manage to get that champion. That's pretty much the whole situation with it. But on Friday, February the 11th, they're planning to launch a 10x event to summon Xayvia from Ancient Shards and Sacreds and Balenor from Void Shards. Now, if we're gonna have a quick look at the couples, so it's all about couples this weekend because it's the Valentines. Most probably we're gonna have a different 10x during the CVC, or at least I think so. But let's have a quick look at Balenor and Xayvia. So Balenor, Void Legendary Champion. He is good for barrier comps. Decent to land that defense down and weaken on a single target if you don't have anyone AoE and he might need to help you in dungeons. He's decent for the crit rate aura in all battles. And the whole thing is he places crit rate buff on all allies for 1 turn when the A1 crits. So he's definitely not a bad champion to help you with progression in terms of having the crit rate up, having the defense down and weaken, and he deals pretty good damage. Now, in terms of barrier comps, he's definitely a solid champion, but what he can do together with Xayvia activates this champion's Sword Leader, which is the A1. Also activates Xayvia's Poison Rain skill when Xayvia is on the same team. So it's nothing that crazy out of it, okay? So it's pretty much the A1. It gets to use it again, I would assume. I haven't used them together in a very long time. I feel like they're a very weak couple, you know? So that's Balenor. In terms of Xayvia, guys, she's actually a very powerful champion. I love Xayvia. She carried my ass the entire game for such a long time. Like, started spending more and becoming a kraken, a whale there. But Giant Slayer on the A1, double hit AoE on the A2, Poison Detonation, the hardest hitting Poison Detonation skill in the entire game, and blocks revive with that, so she can be used as a nuker as well for arena. But their skill together attacks one enemy, applies a debuff spread effect, taking 4 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. So basically, probably you might wanna prioritize her to start with the A2, Balenor to go after with defense down and weaken, and after she can use this skill that will unlock and spread defense down, weaken, and poisons on the entire enemy team. The only thing, if I remember it correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, is just that the AI on these champions was just not playing as good overall, and that kind of created some sort of problems for the comp to work. On Saturday, February the 13th, they are planning to launch an event to summon Cupidus from Ancients and Sacreds and Venus from Void Shards. Now, for whoever remembers, when I pulled my Venus on my account, I kind of was like, oh yeah, whatever, Venus, she's okay. I gotta give her props. Since the Hydra is out, I love Venus, and I'm actually glad that I managed to pull her. So, just wanted to say Venus, awesome stuff. Poisons on the A1, defense down and weaken, HP burn, and paired with Cupidus is actually even better. Removes all buffs from all enemies, a 50% chance to grant an extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. This is actually a very nice extra skill to have if you pair the two champions together. Ally HP in all battles. If we have a look at Cupides, he hits decent enough. Not a bad champion overall. AoE on the A1. Extra damage on targets that have debuffs. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance to place HP burn. And we have increases attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy. 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff on all enemies for 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy. And paired, attacks inflict 25% more damage to targets under debuffs. When paired with Venus, ally attack in all battles by 33%. So they're not bad champions, definitely pretty good. If we're gonna look at the next one, on Sunday, February the 13th, we have a 10x to get Cisia Flametongue and to get Cardiel from Void Shards. Now, Cardiel again is a very, very solid champion. I like him for the Hydra as well. I played it on a different accounts through takeovers and stuff, and actually I was really impressed on how well he performs in Hydra with the counter attacks. The heals from the A1 was actually pretty good. You have the revive on that, block debuffs. You have the increased crit rate, free damage, ally attack. And this is kind of like the passive with Cisia. Whenever an ally attacks, has a 15% chance to team up with them and join their attack. This champion will attack with their default skill, always joins Cisia Flametongue's attacks if they are on the same team. So that is pretty powerful. Increases ally speed in all battles by 19. You get a bit of an extra heal from his A1 and a bit of more damage if you're pairing him together with Cisia, sorry. Cisia Flametongue, she is really damn nice for the spider. So if we're gonna have a quick look at her, she looks so amazing. Like the skin design on Cisia is just sick. I love those flames. On the A1, attacks 3 times at random. 15% chance to increase the duration of HP burn. We have defense down and weaken, and instantly activates the HP burn. So pretty much like a poison detonation, but it's an HP burn detonation like by 1 turn. And that's what makes it so good for the spider dungeon, you know. And even for other bosses where they have a lot of minions. Places HP burn on this champion for 3 turns, then attacks all enemies. Has a 100% chance to land HP burn on all enemies for 3 turns. Grants an extra turn if a HP burn debuff is placed on all enemies. So that's pretty sweet. You can actually run Spider alone with her or run a different champion to land HP burn. And here, if she's paired with Cardiel, all allies will heal by 3% of their max HP from HP burn debuffs instead of receiving damage and losing HP. That's not gonna happen very often. You gotta go against particular bosses and stuff to actually make use of this, to have HP burn on all your champions, but she's gonna place it on herself, so that might help a bit. Increases ally accuracy in all battles by 60. And of course, this is it. I'm just joking. We have the creme de la creme. On Monday, February the 14th, they're planning to launch a 10x event to summon Rotos the Last Groom from Ancients and Sacreds and Sifi the Lost Bride from Void Shards. Now, this is probably something that everyone was waiting for, okay? These two champions are just crazy. So if we're gonna have a quick look at Rotos, this skill is super powerful. Like, I don't really need to walk you through what Rotos and Sifi does. You're very familiar. But basically, when you pair them together, okay, this one decreases the damage taken from bosses by 15, decreases the damage taken from bosses by 30 if Sifi the Lost Bride is on the same team. He doesn't feel like he's getting wow sort of benefits out of it, you know? But Sifi always cleanses Rotos, okay? So that's what makes them such an amazing offense couple for arena, guys. He is very powerful as a champion. He deals tons of damage, right? With the A3, the A2 gets more HP, makes him hitting even harder. But this, always removing all debuffs from Rotos at the start of their turn if they are on the same team, is such a powerful combo, man. You know what Sifi does. I'm not gonna walk you through it, but they're very powerful as a combo, and most probably most of the people will be dropping their money during Sunday and Monday to get these champions. Now, beware of all this. Tuesday is the CVC. We do have this new champion in the game. Now, this is just an assumption, guys. It's not something that I would be able to kind of like Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yumeko, the new Void Legendary. We have the fusion going on. Whenever we have these Valentine's events, we do get a 10x or some sort of event to promote their new added champion, you know? So I have a feeling that we might be getting some event for this one during the CVC. So if you care about Sifi, open Monday, sorry. If you care about Cardial, open Sunday. If you already have them and you're aiming for this chick, maybe you just wanna wait till the CVC and see. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not. I'm just saying, seeing that we actually have stronger couples Sunday, Monday, especially with void shards, I have a feeling that they're trying to deplete us, you know. But hey, that was all for this video. Let me know in the comments down below for which one of the 10x you're gonna try to go, if you're gonna try to go, of course. And I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.